Thank you, Jane, and thanks, Guy, for the commentary on the uranium space. I think it reiterates why we're all so excited about what industry we're coming into, what stage of the cycle, and why there's a group of us here today telling you about our exploration and development projects in uranium. So Basin, ticker code BSN, we listed about 18 months ago, pure play uranium exploration. So we went out a little bit before the current cycle, and that gave us a really competitive advantage looking for the right exploration opportunities. So pure play uranium, only uranium, and we picked up 3 projects in the Athabasca Basin. So I'll tell you about that in just a moment. We had 3.4 million in the bank at the end of last quarter. We've just raised another just over 3. So we're well funded, we're actively drilling, and we're actively exploring right now. Okay, so why do we go to the Athabasca Basin for uranium exploration? Now, it's important to understand the pedigree here and why that pedigree exists. But this is home to the Camecos, the Oranos, the big players of the world. We look at mining history. It's been continuously in production for 65 years, a top 3 producer for 45. I always like to join this back to my own career, and we look at grades and size of deposits. Take, for example, I started in northwest Queensland on the Westmoreland projects. That's around £50 million resource of just under 0.1%, 0.1%. One of the newest discoveries in the Athabasca is the Hurricane deposit, about the same pounds, about 50 million pounds, but at 36%. So 0.1, 36. Another large part of my career was in the Alligator Rivers, looking for another Jabiluka. So Jabiluka, £350 million deposit at about 0.5. It'll be a lot bigger than that if they ever explore it properly. The big one in the Athabasca, almost twice the pounds, so 650 million pounds at 16%. So 0.5% to 16%. Now that's why, when you find one of these deposits in this part of the world, they make money. Regardless of the uranium cycle, they generate a massive shareholder returns. And so that's why you've had this exploration and mining history. Now, with that, it gives you a solid framework. One of the big things in uranium is jurisdiction, is knowing that you can move a project forward, you can permit it, you can explore for it, and you've got a way of releasing value for it. So with that history, it gives you that certainty of exits and exploration pathways. So a little bit about Basin. We're looking on the eastern side of the Athabasca Basin, 3 projects. Geikie, where we're looking for shallow, high-grade mineralisation. This project's sitting pretty close to where 92 Energy had the GMZ success. We have done some initial drilling, relatively unexplored historically. So what we're looking for is Arrow-style mineralisation, next-gen energy-style mineralisation, basement hosted. Our first program, we completed a couple of thousand metres of drilling. We've picked out the right rocks. We've picked out massive structures, 30 metres of brecciated, altered, big system, mineralising system. And we didn't get an ore grade hit, but we got uranium. So in half of our drill holes, we got uranium anomalism, up to about 0.25%. So there's evidence that this system's fertile. Now, subsequent to the drilling, we went and did some airborne gravity, and from that, we've got a series of targets which we're starting on drilling next week. So fully funded, we're rolling out at least a couple of thousand metres, exploring within a few kilometres of some of the world's best uranium deposits. Finally, our EM survey we're currently doing at the Millennium Project. This is 7 kilometres on the same fault as Cameco's Millennium deposit. We're aiming to set up the drilling for this in Q2 this year. So a pretty exciting 6 months, plenty of exploration, the guys are in the field, and we're fully funded to do it. Just to draw a little bit on a guy's commentary about people, you're very lucky today, you've got a series of uranium companies talking that are drawing on a lot of uranium exploration knowledge, but because of that uninvestment in uranium, it's a real skill shortage. And we're lucky at Basin that you've got myself, who have 20 years in uranium exploration, technical background. My chairman is a gentleman called Blake Steele, so he was formerly the CEO of Athabasca. Now Athabasca were a $20 million market cap, through mergers and acquisitions, built a portfolio of US uranium assets and sold out for $250 million in 2022. And our projects are led by Odile Moffray, so she was formerly the project lead for Orano, exceptionally smart, Athabasca specific skill set. So between the three of us, we bring a phenomenal knowledge of uranium projects around the world, how to explore and how to move something forward. So, right commodity, in the middle of the heartland of uranium globally, fully funded, actively on the ground, with a sub-$20 million market cap. Thanks for listening. I hope I sparked enough interest to take a look. Cheers.
Wow.